Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queenswitch the Conqueror. So, we're still in Fort Darkfen, still in the UCAT, even though last time we set momentous things into motion, presumably momentous. And in fact, we have not had to deal with any kind of final battle here, which, you know, story-wise makes sense. I was still expecting something, but I guess I'll take it. That being said, we have still a few things to do, and I did say that I wanted to visit Fort Bannerspire because we've had a few quests for this for a while now, and I'm also interested to see what that's going to be all about as an area. However, I also went over my quest list just to remind myself what we have here, and I saw this quest, and I honestly don't remember this at all. And in fact, I'm not even sure if we maybe did this quest already, and it's just a matter of turning it in, or if I just never did this. An old drake in the haunted fen north of Fort Muck. Hunt it through the wilds and slay it. It almost sounds like it's not in a dungeon, because clearly there are no dungeons north of Fort Muck that we haven't cleared. So maybe it's actually just out in the open? I guess I'm first gonna go ahead and visit that runner. The atmosphere in the town has changed since the Katish became vassals again. I mean, that happened just now. Have things actually changed already? It's strange. The people are constantly peeking at you when they think you aren't looking. Their looks are complicated. Rage? Awe? Fear? It varies. One thing is constant, though. The feeling that you have set yourself apart from these other humans. You can't ever have a truly honest conversation with them again. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not here for that. I guess I'm here for some sort of conversation with one of them, but I'll be damned if I have any recollection of who that even was, let alone where. Oh, lucky guess. My mission here... Oh, that kind of mission. Yeah, I know. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just a soldier. Suggestion. The swamps north of Fort Muck are a bad land, haunted by shades and worse. There's an old drake out there. Worn down, but still dangerous. Yeah, okay, I mean, I kind of remember that, but well, only kind of remember it. So, a drake. Up here somewhere. I hope it's not actually wandering around. North of Fort Muck is also... Oh wait, that was not Fort Muck. I'm dumb. My god. Fort Muck is right there. So we want to be north of Fort Muck. But I mean, I've been everywhere around here. At some point or another. My god. Can't even talk anymore. As you walk through these woods, you notice big white fuzzy things hanging from the branches. Yeah, those are spiders, not drakes. I'm very tempted to just reload. You know what? I will do that. I really have no intention of fighting a pointless encounter. I suppose there was a small chance that they would have given me something of value. I mean, could it be in this place that we've already cleared? That's a foundry, though. Shadow mine. Could it be even further north? The game is being extremely vague there. Swamp runners. Oh! A drake has been seen circling in the sky. You think them well. Circling in the sky, you say? I mean, that's cool and all, but what do I do to get to it? This clearing has been scorched and trampled. Intense heat has actually overcome the moistness of the moss and muck and left a layer of char over everything. Remembering what Sir Ranch told you, you look for drake tracks. Soon you find them. A long line leading into a thicket. As you look at it, an old withered drake bursts out of it, circles around over your head, and flies off to the northwest. Then a bunch of it is A bunch of its offspring run out of the thicket after it, growling sadly. Freshly abandoned, they decide to hunt their own meat. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with this then. Looks like we have to hit a certain sequence of triggers here, perhaps, before we can finally track down that drake. Which, you know, is kind of interesting, actually. A little bit of an outdoors adventure. There aren't all that many of them. Whoops, I did not mean to click on you. Damn it. That was dumb. I mean, it was not dumb, just clumsy. If I step here and whirlwind, that's not going to affect significantly more of them, right? Oh, no, never mind. It did affect all of them. Yeah, of course it did. Okay, don't mind me. Just being especially silly today. Hope for a good hit here. Finish it off? Mostly. I suppose it's probably worth doing another one of these and finishing off 3 of them. 4 of them at once? 3 of them, I think. Most of which, or some of which, might have died from poison or something. But yeah, I guess actually I'm going to wait for her turn, heal him. You have survived the ambush. Yeah, I mean, not a terribly bad ambush as far as those go. You search the thicket and find an abandoned nest, stinking of sulfur and rotting meat. There's no treasure. The drake must be hiding in another lair. Your drake is hiding in another lair. To the northwest. Yeah, okay, so there is another scorched area. You trudge through another long, miserable mud expanse. This time, the mud is icy cold. Not only is your progress slow and filthy, but your toes grow numb, and you shiver uncontrollably. Drake hunting is an unpleasant business. Thanks for confirming that we're actually still on the hunt, though. This clearing has been scorched and trampled. Intense heat has actually overcome the moistness, blah blah blah. All looks familiar. You immediately start to look for a drake nest. This time, the drake is smart enough to stay hidden. It is you who finds its nest. Yeah, who else would it be who finds its nest? Silly game. The old withered drake leaps into the air and flies off to the northeast. Alas, this nest also contains a pack of the drake's spawn. They're irritable and hungry. You can see why runners around wanted to be rid of this creature. Alright, this time some of them are a bit larger, but, you know, nothing we haven't dealt with by the dozens. Okay. Oh, nice cleave. Wasn't even expecting that, but I suppose they are technically adjacent. Yeah, sure. Might as well play it safe here. And you are not going to skip your turn today. Well, in this combat. Instead, try to slow them all just to make things even easier for us. It certainly helps that even when they do attack us, they tend to not deal tremendous damage. Let's go for some poison, maybe, or I wonder if with a fireball I could get them all? Yeah, it should get them all. And of course the big guy evaded. Oh well. Okay, little one died. Let's see here. Down to 80, but also bleeding pretty heavily. 95, not bleeding. Let's just attack this one a little bit. You are going to do the usual thing, which should mean that this guy is dead. This guy is not going to die, though. You can finish off that lizard, or not. Well, you finish it up then. Okay, big guy is dead. You can finish off the small one, or not. Just, yeah. Okay, well. That was a bit unfortunate, but obviously attacking this big guy wouldn't have changed a thing about that in particular. Let's stand apart so we at least don't get cleaved. Nice critical. Actually, both my fighters have really good critical chances at this point. Just occurred to me as I, you know, might as well do a healing wave here. Have her drink a potion or two. You've survived another ambush. Again, you searched a thicket, another abandoned nest, more bones and rotting meat. The reputation of drakes for accumulating piles of treasure seems to be overstated. I mean, some of them do, I guess. Okay, anyway, yeah, it just occurred to me that I did a little bit of equipment upgrades in between episodes. So yeah, I gave this Fanatic's Fetish to Atantuo, as you see. Put some useful things in there. Curse resist, mental resist, and some actual armor, because obviously, yeah, even though he is technically our tank, our frontline fighter, he does have quite a bit less armor than our archer does, just because she's using a shield, which actually has an empty slot. Huh, I completely forgot about that. What do you know? Well, I guess I'll fix that at some point. Yeah, not a huge deal. Defensive runes or augments, I guess, are, you know, nice, but kind of unexciting for the most part. I did give her this necklace that Atantuo used to have. Put some new stuff in there. She did get rid of the, or well, I still have it in my reserve inventory, but for now I've removed that thing that gave her an extra bleeding chance, which, you know, was nice to have, but compared to 3 defensive bonuses and extra damage to humanoids, at least, I wish it was, you know, something other, some other passive bonus or built-in bonus in addition to these 3 slots, but, you know, still a pretty decent thing. And yeah, that you can see here. Actually, critical chance 30% and 20% is pretty decent. Speed bonus is down to only -5 and -14. As you saw, I actually did give her a speed bonus rune because also due to the fact that she's wearing actually the most heavy armor out of the entire party, she's also the most slowed down, and yeah, so I counteracted that a little bit, and yeah, our resistances are actually pretty solid for these two. Mental resist 60 here, and, you know, just pretty good all around. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, that's the Mist Maze derp. I thought, huh, wait, why did I never explore here? Because I can't, apparently. I hope that didn't... Ah, of course, this dungeon that I completely forgot about. Or rather, I did think of it as I started hunting for the Drake. It came to my mind that there was that location, but somehow I didn't make the connection that this was actually going to be where I chased the Drake to. Now it all makes sense. Human group of spirits, they're shades of Okatish folk long dead. When you get close, they're wandering lost and aimless. Then they turn. Not toward you, toward the west. They wander off. Okay. Thanks for not actually fighting me. This path was only recently made. Something very large and clumsy crashed through the trees and undergrowth, leaving a narrow opening. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, and that's not actually a dungeon. Okay, it's just going to be an overworld encounter. You're at the entrance to a cave in the cliff face, where the shedded scales, all over the muddy ground. What? There are shedded scales all over the muddy ground. Warm, sulphurous air wafts out of the entrance. You have finally cornered the Drake in its lair. Well, obviously I'm not going to run away. If anything, I would just walk away. But no. You find the Drake not far inside the cave, guarding its trove. You finally get a good look at the Drake. It's older than you thought. Flying for any distance at all exhausts it. It's too weak to maintain a huge horde. It still has its pride, though. It would rather die than tolerate invaders in its home. It attacks. I mean, way to make me feel about myself, game. This time it actually works, even. I mean, I suppose it is still a dangerous thing, and, you know, creating all these offspring everywhere is certainly not making it any more agreeable to human civilization. Nice one. Should I even bother slowing them down? I would have slowed down the boss, but he seems to, or I guess she, technically, if she can create offspring, seems to have just run away for the moment. So maybe I'm just gonna bombard them with some fireballs. Okay, there she is. Drake. I mean, yeah. As expected, I guess. Not the most imposing enemy I've ever faced. Finally, Atantuo gets his turn. Get a nice cleave off for some sweet bonus damage. Definitely should have done some kind of AoE spell here. Don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, obviously this is gonna be it once we're done with this fight, so there's absolutely no reason to hold back in terms of spell usage. Going to poison them, especially the boss, of course, even though, you know, as far as bosses go, this one has very little health. Unless something unforeseen happens, like you know, summoning more reinforcements. This is not going to be particularly difficult. Step away, please, just in case it was planning anything. Right. I mean, I suppose we can technically just leave that little thing alone, and next turn it's gonna die, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Heavy blow, and that was enough. Okay, well, I suppose I'm gonna end its suffering. And that's that. Not a very challenging fight. But the hunt was, you know, was actually kind of interesting. I wish there were more things to do on the overworld in general, or things like that. You finally hunted down the drake. You're cold, exhausted, and permanently filthy. Permanently? Well, we'll see about that. Yet you got your prey. You have a story to tell, one even Sutter will have to listen to. You also have the creature's trove, a hearty selection of coins plus some goods looted from passing caravans. Okay, so just some trade goods. I'll take it. And I'm also going to triple back to Nakala right away. Now I know where I need to go, which is great. Atmosphere, yeah, I know. I don't care. I killed the drake you sent me to hunt. You tell the tale. She looks you over. You feel self-conscious. You've tried to get it out, but bits of the mud are still in the cracks of your boots. The green stains are all on your hands. Still on your hands. The smell sticks to your hair. And how was the hunt? It was miserable. My only option. I mean, I suppose it was. I imagine so. Mud that sucks at your feet. Constant cold and damp. Snakes and ghosts and a bloody fight as your reward for getting through it. Looking forward to the day when you can finally leave this hellhole. Yeah, I guess. Well, we get all that. Every day. Okay. We don't get to leave either. We survive all of it every day. And our reward is everyone laughing at us and calling us backward swamp folk. Boo-hoo. What is the point of this? Yeah. Seriously. I couldn't agree more. You wanted to know more about our lives. Now you do. It sucks. Big time. You think you are worthy of commanding us. You see what we survive every day. Whatever you bring here, we will survive you. Your point is taken, but you will be our vessels all the same. You know what? I'm really done taking your bullcrap all the time. So, whatever. She laughs. You Havenites are single-minded. We you cottage admire that. Sit, have a drink. You warm yourself by her fire. Okay, I was not expecting her to react positively to that, but okay. She probably would have ridiculed me and you know, I don't know, found some way to be offended by me just saying that I would remember her words without any real, you know, any kind of, what's the word? Never mind. You warm yourself by the fire. The drink selections are, by Havenite standards, utterly terrible, but they are adequate. Eventually you depart. She stares into the fire silently as you go. Okay. Well, I guess that was an experience. Free of any kind of judgment, I suppose, is what I was trying to say. I don't know why I didn't say it. It somehow felt like there was a more appropriate term, but maybe there is. But I guess judgment does just fine. Okay, well, that's one quest out of the way that I had completely forgotten about because it wasn't visible as a little tag on the map. Those things helped tremendously, as it turns out. Well, I guess since we are already 20 minutes into this episode, we might not be able to finish this place here. I suppose I could. Let's see. Oh, we're not healed. You know what? That's... while I wouldn't necessarily mind some kind of extra challenge, I also don't feel like, you know, making things take longer. Because I was just about to say that, you know, I would say that I'm gonna try and make this quick, but I know it's not gonna work. We all know that's not how these things go, not with me. So maybe I'll still try, but you know, no promises. The entire point is that we might not finish this dungeon in one go. Well, that's perfectly fine if we don't. This is an impressive abandoned Ukatish ruin. They tried to build a fort out of massive blocks of wall stone, then it sank into the swamp, as we've already learned. The walls are covered with cracks and are slowly slumping over. All of the buildings in this half of the fort have collapsed. The shells of stone are serving as an excellent lair for large, vicious fauna. Perfect. Right. Okay, well, that was the first bit of treasure, it looks like, but I don't know if it was necessarily even some kind of trap, because this thing, I think, just happened to round the corner as soon as we started heading for the treasure, the shinies, as it were. And you should die. Very good. Okay, bleeding does seem to deal 11 damage now. I think it's just going up. It's probably some sort of function of character level or something, or maybe even attack power. I don't know. Probably more to do with character level than everything else, if I had to guess. Oh, another one. Okay, I guess I'll shock you twice. Maybe I should not do that. Because the rest of the party should be perfectly capable of handling this beast. Ah, that... okay, never mind. Not when we get evaded. Why? How can this thing... I suppose technically it never stepped away from anyone it was in contact with. Except for Atantuo. For Atantuo it did, but I guess it must just have a healthy amount of action points to still be able to attack after all that. Okay, well, there might be more patrols around. Well, there is another giant lizard, great lizard. And there's also something else around the corner. You're gonna save your mana a little bit. Oh, massive war lizard! Holy crap! That thing looks. I mean, it's really just a recolor of the great lizard, but still, it looks particularly imposing somehow. Okay, very dodgy. Thankfully, that dealt almost no damage. Okay, yeah, it's just very, very dodgy. What the heck? 30% physical evasion. Holy crap. That is a lot. Okay. Take an axe to the face, please. That was a lot more damage. Wow, okay. This thing is getting angry here. Can we... please? Okay. What? No. So it moves back and forth, stepping out of someone's melee range without getting slowed down. That seems very fair. Okay. Can we... how can we not attack you from there? Seriously? Why? I don't want to walk. It's like the game doesn't even acknowledge that there is an enemy there. That is weird. Oh, oh. And somehow I... did I take 5 steps? Did I use up all of our action points, actually? I'm confused, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, never mind. I suppose we're gonna do this, and hopefully that's gonna hit. Yes, it did. Okay, that might get its attention. It doesn't seem to have a ton of hit points, actually. Probably not more than the regular war lizard. Just looks tougher somehow. Guess we'll heal you. Single target for now. Okay. Critic for 91. It only has 20% evasion. And curiously, it does not have any armor. I don't know. Somehow it strikes me as an enemy that should have some kind of naturally tough scales or something. Well, I guess it would be scales in this case. If not, maybe some actual armor, since it is called a war lizard. I'm imagining, you know, a lizard that has actually been bred and used as a living war machine and, you know, outfitted with some sort of iron plating. Not sure if that kind of thing has been, you know, has been done by any of the cultures in this game world. Yeah, I guess good for me if they haven't, because obviously that would mean that I would eventually have to fight something like that. Okay, well, Emerald Salamander. Is this map gonna be exclusively giant lizards? Because I would be kind of okay with that. I certainly like these enemy sprites. And they're far from the most annoying enemies to fight. Especially since these varieties don't seem to be able to poison or do any special attacks really so far. I mean, the emerald ones that are coming right now, they of course I expect to be able to poison. They can summon serpents, which is certainly somewhat annoying. Also bless themselves, I guess, which, you know, I should probably be more worried about than I am. I'm tempted to... I was tempted to bless my own party, to, you know, to face them on equal footing, basically. But I suppose it's really only that one that buffed itself, and it should not quite be dying here. Well, you know what? I can do this. Actually, poison this one. That works. And of course, this one evaded, but we can hopefully be off like that. Alright, good. Here we get poisoned from the stupid summoned serpent. There's the second one, and everything sucks. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still kind of annoying that I have to deal with these little critters. Oh, she's losing a lot of energy. What do you do? Okay, I had to pause there for a second. Calyx's turn, right. He's taking a little bit of damage. Not much I can do about that. Stepping away from the Drake might help. Yeah, I guess I don't have to refill my mana right now. I'm just going to... Actually, can I make this work? No. Well, I can hit both of these, but I could hit them otherwise. Wait, does this actually... Yeah, I think this should be fine, not hitting any of my friends. Yep, okay, that worked. I'll take it. We could use some healing, but then again, I am worried about... if I heal, I'm going to use Restoring Rain to get rid of the poison, but obviously, as soon as I do that, we're probably going to get poisoned again if we don't take care of the enemies first, so... Oh, well. Oh, they both evaded. Look at that. Okay, there are more lizards. Slightly smaller giant lizards. Okay, that did the trick. Save the game. Let's see. So yeah, this was blocked off. Been everywhere down here. There hasn't really been anything too interesting. Okay, there is another emerald one. Basilisk, okay. Thankfully it looks like we'll be able to take care of some of the smaller ones more or less by themselves here. Okay, the basilisk is actually skipping its turn. So it doesn't seem to consider us a threat yet. Let's see if it does now. Okay, there's a second one. Oh, we can't reach from here. Bit of a bummer. But that's okay. And of course now they're too far apart. Yeah, but I also kind of want to conserve his mana here. That was just a normal attack. Holy crap. That was good. You'll attack like that. The big one is coming. Somebody... Oh, two of them. Okay, suddenly this is a bit of a bigger fight, but at least we are about to have dealt with the Basilisk. You know what? I'm gonna buff to make this a little bit easier and faster. Basilisks are done, so no more danger of getting stunned, I guess, if nothing else. Gonna start stepping in that direction and doing this thing. Oh, damn it, that reached all the way over here. You just go ahead and cure yourself, since it didn't only affect you. And maybe kill this serpent? Okay, good. Maybe you can take out the lizard. Not quite. But you'll just whirlwind again. Ignore the serpent for now, I guess, and try to take out the big guy here. Haste, yeah, and of course he was going to attack. Evaded. Okay. Lizard's bleeding a little bit. It's also blessed, of course, and... Oh, okay, that only hit Atantuo and its own pet. Its own minion. And it only poisoned its minion. Block the damage, thank you. Oh, he's taking some pretty heavy damage. I guess it has accumulated over time. Okay, that one's dead. Nice. Oh, wait, he did get poisoned, after all. Somehow I missed that. That's fine. You are going to get cured. We actually get 2 points of energy back. Not too bad. Well, I mean, I can have you drink a potion. Heal him once? He does have his own potions. You know what? Let's drink those. I don't know how much longer this dungeon is going to be. And I'm going to risk not healing her for now. Huh. None of these things up here guarded anything, apparently. Well, I guess they did guard the path into this court here, this courtyard. You enter the west half of the fortress. The ground on this side is a bit more solid. The buildings are older, built in more of the Ukat style. That must be why they are still standing. The largest tower is in the southwest corner. That must have been the headquarters. Okay. Looks like, yeah, this is all connected. Hello? A graveyard. No undead visible. That's a good thing. Friendly mirelings. They're not going to stay friendly for long. The northwest building looks like lower class barracks. Smaller, rougher, closer to the swamp muck. As you pass, a mireling pokes its head out of one of the doors, sees you, and retreats back in. You soon hear shouting and running through the open windows. The mirelings know that they have been found, and they are preparing to flee. They don't want to fight you, really. I mean, I don't want to fight them, so that's totally fine by me. I guess I'm gonna just give them more time to run away as I deal with yet another batch of giant lizards. Heavy blow, thankfully that hit. Did not deal a ton of damage though. Shouts alarm? Okay, whatever that means. I mean... Oh. Did these... Holy crap, were these here before? All of a sudden this is looking a little bit dangerous here. She took a lot of damage all of a sudden as well. Charge bravely forth, I suppose. Holy crap, there are a lot of these. But I'm sure we're gonna be fine. And I really want to be buffed here. I would like to heal her, but I'm gonna trust that she's not gonna get attacked immediately. They're shouting all kinds of alarms. Good thing I dealt with most of the surrounding lizards, I guess. Yeah, you definitely heal yourself. Should have taken another potion before, but... Oh, my god, that was a lot of damage. Every now and then, you know, it's always kind of jarring when you normally take single-digit damage, but then every now and then you actually... you suddenly take, like, 38, like that. Through all the armor and everything. I mean, it really doesn't matter much, but I guess I'll prioritize getting the Basilisk in addition to the big guys. Well, that didn't work out so well. Now did it? Well, you can drink your final potion. And he's running a little bit low on points here. Yeah, I suppose we want to deal with this guy. I guess I can count myself lucky that these two Iguana Kings, although clearly visible and, you know, not that far away at all, are kind of ignoring these shouts of alarm and not joining this fight for whatever reason. Really don't know why that is, but I do appreciate it. If you step over here, could you maybe use this? That almost works. Wait, and actually it does hit all 4 of these enemies, I think. Okay, well, I mean, it had potential to hit all of them. He needs to get healed. Needless to say, I suppose that was a lot of damage. Oh, that stupid Basilisk. Is he close enough? I hope. I could take one step. It doesn't change much about the situation, so let's just do this. Okay, feels a little bit better. Thanks for evading. Haste, blessing, evaded again. Getting quite lucky here. Okay, you need to go, Emerald Salamander. Keep your stupid poison to yourself, and now they join the fight. Oh boy. I suppose I'm still thankful that they gave us a little bit of time here. A little bit of a mercy period. Oh boy. Okay, almost took out the huge lizard. Almost. Why don't you slow these big guys down a bit? Okay, that worked. You... what now? Wait, did he lose his turn or something? I don't know. Not sure. I guess we still want to top him off, like so. Because he's out of potions. Stupid summons. We keep doing this. I would like to take out the Basilisk. I guess it's most valuable dealing damage to one of the big guys, trying to take them out quickly. Yeah, use a shock spell for extra damage. 70, so this should kill it. Yeah, okay, actually did outright kill it. Let's kill the Basilisk first. Okay, bitten, not poisoned though. Good, Basilisk is dead. Another heavy blow. Bleeding twice. I like it. More bleeding and weakness. Evaded. Wow, holy crap. Kithara, you've been doing an excellent job evading, I gotta say. That was another wonderful crit from our mage. Okay, I mean... The serpent might still... Well, it still had a small chance to poison one of us with its dying breath, I guess. Well, not really. But it didn't. So yeah, and in the end that worked out much better than I feared. At some point. There's actually some treasure, finally. I mean, the game told me that the Mirelings were clearly not interested in fighting me, so I really should not just go in there and look for a fight. There's literally no reason to do that. But on the other hand, even though it also said that they were planning to run away, yeah, I definitely don't expect that to actually happen. That was just, you know... Yeah, okay, that opened a shortcut, I suppose, for what it's worth. Huh? Okay. Haste augment, speed bonus. Ah, right. That's just the same thing you can buy from the shop. Although it's not the cheapest thing. In fact, it might be the most expensive one. I think it's at the bottom of the list. Oh, no, it's not. That's 2 armor, I think. But still, it's a relatively valuable one. And, I mean, I do have an open slot, and she is still the slowest of the party, so I guess I might as well use that. It's not like I have anything better. So that's actually not a bad find. Yeah, long story short, I don't need to go in here, I think, unless this turns out to be locked and I need to find the key. No. Doesn't seem to be the case. But I think I want to deal with the headquarters first, because actually those combats outside have been quite draining on me. Quite a bit more than I expected. So I'm gonna try and see if I can finish the main encounter here, and if we're in a somewhat decent shape after that, I might go ahead and deal with those Mirelings, even though I really don't need to. You enter the headquarters of this abandoned fort. There are blobs of slime littering the floor. Some of them move around under their own power. The air smells sour and full of rot. This building is surprisingly intact. When the Okat left, they left a lot of their stuff behind. Maybe they thought they would reclaim Fort Bannerspire someday. Not likely. Well, certainly hasn't happened until now. You know what? We're at 43 minutes here. I feel like I'm unlikely to actually finish this entire dungeon before the 1 hour mark. And I wasn't really planning to record for especially long today. So I'm gonna make a cut here, long story short, again. We're gonna continue cleaning out this fortress of hopefully all the pests, probably including the Mirelings, next time. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.